John Steen has been fighting for justice for 30 years.
It's like a big wave has crashed on a beach, and that's, I feel caught up in it. So forgive me if I get a bit emotional.
Mr Steen was a child when he was abused by paedophile Anglican priest Louis Victor Daniels in the 1980s.
As a 16-year-old, I did my best to try to get Daniels removed from positions where he could assault other children. That didn't happen. Again, I tried in 1994 when I was 23 to get justice, this time through civil action. That didn't work very well.
Mr Steen received a $34,000 payment from Daniels in the 1990s and signed an agreement not to take any further legal action. It wasn't until the Child Sexual Abuse Royal Commission that he was able to tell his story without breaking that agreement.
Thanks to the Royal Commission, we were armed with more information to try to get justice.
It sparked another 10 years of fighting. In a Supreme Court decision handed down yesterday, Justice Michael Brett found the impact on Mr Steen had been compounded to a significant extent by the response of the Church. He found that by 1981, responsible members of the Church were aware of prior behaviour of Daniels which involved sexual misconduct against a child, and that Daniels was effectively tolerated and even rewarded by the Church following further disclosures. It wasn't until 2002 that Daniels was deposed as a priest. The almost $2.4 million Justice Brett ordered the Church pay to Mr Steen is the largest single settlement amount to come from the Tasmanian diocese.
We were surprised by the amount of the judgment, but we're still trying to understand it. We're so sad that people who've sat in my position before me have not been able to follow through in the appropriate way.
To receive compensation, Mr Steen had to argue the previous agreement was unjust. His case is believed to be the first since a 2019 law change, giving judges the power to overturn previous agreements if it's in the interests of justice.
It will affect thousands of people right round Australia. This is an historic occasion for victim survivors.
I'm still a bit overwhelmed at the moment, and I just hope that there'll be other people who can take benefits from the settlement.
Last year, Daniels was sentenced to 6 years in prison for the persistent sexual abuse of boys, including Mr Steen, his third prison term for sexual abuse crimes. Loretta Lohberger, ABC News.